Come on. Come on. Let's go. There's chickens, baby. Those are chickens. Those are chickens. Those are chickens. You've eaten that before. You can't eat those ones, though. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come. It's frigid air out here. Frigid air. Come on. Let's go. What are you doing, pal? Let's go. Keep walking. Come on. Keep walking. You can't get them. You're never going to get them, buddy. You're never going to get them, pal. You're never going to get them, bud. Come on. Let's go. Get over here. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the frostbite edition of the morning walk. Man, the weather here is crazy. I'll tell you what. You know, when you grow up here, you know the weather here is nuts. It seriously is just so weird sometimes. You know, 2 days ago, we were supposed to maybe get some showers on and off, and that turned into pretty steady rain for a while, and then it poured in Freetown and Tiverton and Taunton and Swansea and Somerset and all those surrounding towns that we were supposed to go to. And then we postponed till yesterday. And yesterday it was like 50s up there. It was closer to 60 here. Blue skies. I wake up this morning. I go outside to feed the cats outside and do all that. And I'm like, man, it is cold. And I'm looking on the steps and I'm saying to myself, did the paint chip off the steps more? Because our front steps are old, man. They got to be fixed and replaced, but just hasn't gotten done. So I thought maybe more paint chip the way it was looking because it was still dark out. And then as I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't paint chips, that's snow. And then I look on the front lawn and I see snow. Now, obviously, this is not a large amount of snow by any means, but this is just the weather here. It's just the craziest thing. So 2 days ago, we were supposed to get some showers. It ends up pouring all day long. Yesterday was sunny and in the 50s up there, about 60 here. Overnight, it dropped 20 to 25 degrees. Actually, no. So it dropped, closer to 30 degrees last night. Because my thermometer, when I went to get coffee this morning, read 30. But with the wind chill, because there's wind, with the wind chill, it's probably somewhere around 25 degrees. And it snowed last night. I mean, this is just what you deal with when you live here. The weather's it's just crazy, man. Oh, are you really about to take a dump again? I thought we were done with this on this walk. We're already like 3/4 the way through. Yeah, that's not even a poop, man. That's just a heavy fart. Can't pick that up. So yeah, it's just crazy, man. The weather's nuts. It's so cold right now. So cold. Freezing. I have on layers and my big bubble coat, 2 hoods up, and I'm still cold. It's the wind with the wind chill. It's probably about 25. It is cold. It's just nuts. 60 degrees yesterday, snow last night, and 25 today. 25 to 30 today, right now. It's wacky, man. It is wacky. The weather in New England can change on a dime. What's going on, Fresh? What's up, buddy? What's up, Carson? Yeah, I don't know that answer. I'm not sure. Sometimes it feels like uh, they even pump the weather full of hormones and steroids, and then other times it feels like they take away its hormones. Who knows, dude? Who knows? But I'll tell you what, it's just crazy. Look at, I mean, it's not a lot of snow, obviously. It's a very small dusting, but we haven't gotten even that kind of snow but 2 times this year. Both the times we got snow, we got like 2 inches one time and 3 or 4 inches the next time, and that's the only snow we got. We haven't even gotten this year, and which is crazy for us. So now we're into almost April, and it was 60 degrees yesterday, and then overnight it drops 30 degrees, and there's snow on the ground. It's so nuts. It's nuts. But anyway, so about that Bodette footage. 24th of June. Get the hell out of here. In June? In June. June is our summer. Is that your summer too? Should be, right? Yeah, I thought so. That's friggin' nuts. Well, I'll tell you what. About, I remember 9 or 10 years ago, Christmas Day, it was 76 degrees here. We were literally outside in shorts and t-shirts on Christmas Day. It was the craziest thing. So, anyway, hey Sharon, how are you? So this Bodette film footage, I had stumbled upon a film on YouTube after watching one of Alex's films before we left the other day, and it was made by another friend of his, somebody that he's worked with, and it's about Lake Champlain and Champ, and apparently there's a piece of footage, more like it's long apparently, so they call it a film, but it's a piece of footage that was taken by 2 fishermen uh, in Lake Champlain. I forget what year, not that long ago. Sometime in the last 10 years maybe. Uh, and it is supposed to show what this creature that they call Champ, this sea monster or lake monster thing. And I know there's been so many of these, and so many of them have been really crappy or faked or whatever. Well, this is not one of those. This film, this footage is seriously pretty amazing. really like it's very compelling, to the point that some scientists have seen this and they basically said that, this is no known creature that we know that lives in that lake, and that they basically all said that it resembles what people describe. And in the film, the part that was released, and it was on the news uh, years ago, and they only showed a portion of it, very small portion. And what's happened since then, I forget if the guy died or something like that, but the footage has been wrapped up in litigation since then for years and years and years, over the ownership. There's this lawyer who's involved. Uh, I think at one point, like, um, Discovery or one of those channels offered him 10,000 for it, and he basically laughed in their face. It was like, yeah, nope, not even close, not even close to what this is worth. Um, and there's people who have seen it and said, this could be the real deal. Um, like I said, those scientists both said they had no idea. It doesn't fit any animal that they know of that would live in that lake. The other part of this that's pretty interesting, when you talk to Alex is so smart. He just knows so much. The Lake Champlain thing, of all of the... All right, that's weird. A bus towing a truck. Of all the lake monster series things out there, Champ seems to be the one that could possibly be real, the most. There's just a lot of things that surround it, that make it so, the possibility is much higher than even Loch Ness. But it is, man, it's some intriguing stuff. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sharon. I had such a good time. It was a blast. It was the most fun I've had in a very long time. Those guys they were a blast to hang out with. We had so much fun. We friggin' laughed all day, and, all learned something, I think, from each other a little bit. Alex obviously is like the walking encyclopedia. I mean, that guy is, I don't know how he remembers all the stuff he remembers, but it's like he remembers every single detail of every piece of information and encounter and experience that he's ever heard about this stuff in his whole life. Uh, it's nuts. Come on, man. Come on. No, they're not friendly. Let's go. But yeah, we had a wonderful time. It's not going to be the last time either. We're planning other stuff, as we speak. What is he pretty pleasing? What are you pretty pleasing? Pretty please what? Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Come on. So yeah, this footage is nuts. There's a head that can be seen that looks like a plesiosaur. There's a fin with a white edge on it. The wake that this thing creates is very strange. It's very, very, very interesting. And like I said, you only get a piece of it. There's more, a lot more. And from what Alex said, he's talked to these people. He knew one of the guys who got to see the film personally. like very well. And that guy passed away recently. They, or wait, did he get to see it? Shoot, I don't remember, because they wanted him to sign an NDA and he said no. I don't know, maybe he didn't get to see it, but he knows somebody who's connected to somebody who did get to see it, and they swear by this thing. And what you see in that footage on that film is, there's just no compelling. I mean, there's no arguing that it's compelling. It's crazy. Good morning, Ben. Good morning. I don't know what you're pretty pleasing. What are you saying pretty please for? What do you keep saying pretty please for? I don't know what you're begging for. Back with the little monster. He's got his eyes trained on some birds. Yeah, there's lag, but I don't. You're still not telling me what you're saying pretty please about. There's always lag on these things. Yeah, he's making me a little worried too. I am so confused right now. I've gone back in the comments to try to find out what you're pretty pleasing. You said good morning twice. You said good morning once, and you said pretty please. Then you said good morning again, then you said pretty please. Then you said there must be lag. Then you said thanks fresh. Now you're asking me if I'm okay. I don't know what's going on here. I'm very confused by this. Ben, buddy, what you're saying pretty please? What are you saying pretty please about? I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Aside from a cut on the back of my leg from trying to hurdle some logs, and the fact that I found a tick on myself last night. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I said this, but the hype surrounding that Mexican place was all real. They were the best tacos I've ever had in my life, hands down. They were so good. It was a little mom and pop place in the middle of Fall River. Fall River, if you don't know Fall River, Massachusetts, well, if you're from there, it's called Fall River. Um, Fall River's an old, like, industrial city, big old brick buildings, where they used to have, different big uh, plants and, um, businesses. Uh, um, Ben, you still haven't elaborated on the pretty please, man. What's going on over there? Are you all right? You said pretty please twice. What are you pretty pleasing? I'm so confused. But Fall River is like an old industrial city, real blue collar. A lot of the places, obviously, over the years shut down, the textile mills and all that stuff. Um, the factories that made this and that, because that's just what happens. And then it became they obviously had to do stuff with those buildings. They turned them into other businesses, yada yada. Had some really hard times. They tried to revitalize it a little bit. It's a cool little city, but it's a tough city. It's a very tough city. The people who live there are hardworking, blue collar, tough folks. Um, it's much like a lot of cities like Philadelphia or Pittsburgh or Detroit, or this is much smaller, but kind of along the same lines of just tough, hardworking, great people. So this is right in the middle of Fall River. Fall River also has a lot of Massachusetts cities towns has a huge problem with heroin and fentanyl. It hit New England so hard. I mean, I would say Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire were the hardest hit, probably in the country by this. If you did per capita deaths, overdoses, and all that stuff, I would venture just about anything on that fact. I think I've done a whole lot of homework on this. Obviously, it hits close to home, so um, it was bad, really bad here. So what happens when those things happen, and the city becomes even tougher, just due to the way things are. But anyway, so this place is in the middle of Fall River. It's this little tiny mom and pop Mexican restaurant, and these people are straight from Guadalajara. um, it's the whole family in there cooking, and man, oh man, is it good. And here's another thing: if you have the opportunity to go, if you go want to get yourself something to eat somewhere, if are going out for dinner or whatever, um, I love for people to support the mom and pop shops if you can, the local places. The big ones, the chain restaurants, like, screw them. They're overpricing for crap food. It's probably frozen. Um, so support the local places. Usually they have the best food anyway, and this was no exception. They were phenomenal tacos. Phenomenal. I got one steak, one fish, one shrimp, and they were great. They were great. Those guys got the uh, crap. What are they called? The birria tacos. They come with this like dipping juice sauce stuff. Yeah, but good stuff. So anyway, if you get a chance, click that link. Thank you, Fresh, for that. Appreciate you, buddy. Click that link. Watch that film. I'm gonna do a few more things on some of the stuff me and Alex talked about. Matter of fact, maybe I'll try to get him to come on the show and talk a little bit about a couple things that we discussed yesterday, because see, he talked about so much stuff that I didn't know, stuff that like you don't hear about in the communities, like some interesting shit. Um, and so I want to do a thing on Dighton Rock. That's the picture I used uh, for the what's it called, the thumbnail. Dighton Rock, this big rock they pulled out of the ocean right there in Fall River, or Freetown, and they had all these carvings on it. And they were from all different types of peoples. All they think Vikings, Phoenicians, even. If you don't know about the Phoenicians, look them up. Interesting shit. The Portuguese, Italian, It's just nuts, man, and they have no idea how it got there, why it was done. Like, there's a whole ton of mystery surrounding this thing, and no real answers at all. And it's just another weird, crazy thing that's in the friggin' Bridgewater Triangle. Another mystery inside of a place that is littered with mysteries. It's just nuts. It's how does all this happen in one place that's this small? It's friggin' crazy. It is crazy. I don't know. Yeah. She's good. Yeah. Somebody told me she was fishing. Good for her. Get them. Um, all right. Well, anyway, I'm freezing my tail off out here. Um, I'm gonna get this dude inside, and we'll catch up later. All right. Watch that video if you can. Good stuff. Really good stuff. And I'll talk to you all later. Have a wonderful day.